Well, he says in his autobiography that you two were best friends growing up. What would you get up to together?
Oh God, all kinds of things. And it's quite funny because I was always more worried about what the parents would say or the adults. And he was more worried about getting hurt. So we used to have this little, like in our gang, that I would quite often go over into the garden of whoever what it was and do the dare or go and get the football. And the deal was that I'd go and do it, but he'd have to deal with mum or any other German neighbor that came out shouting at us. And it worked quite well. We were a good team. We never got caught.
You mentioned you got into music a bit later, but you kind of helped start the Libertines. Can you tell us that story, please?
Don't blame me. Yeah, well, because Carl was one of my very best friends at university. Um, it was just it was one of those things that Peter always says we both kind of fell in love with him, and totally in a platonic way, because with me and Carl it was a pure friendship, but very, very deep. We kind of just understood each other. And I was always a bit shy when it came to singing, but we used to sit in his room and drink whiskey all night, and he'd play guitar and I'd sing. And it was only ever really with Carl and my brother that I felt comfortable singing in them days when I was about 18, which is funny. um, and then when they met, it was not love at first sight. They really rubbed each other the wrong way, actually. I think Peter was a bit jealous because I came back from holidays. I was Carl this, Carl that. And he's like, "Who's this Carl?" Um, and when they both met, yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare at first. But they fell in love too, and obviously started an amazing journey together. They both left university, which I was sad about because we had a year left. And when Carl left, I lost my best friend really. But yeah, they went off on this musical journey together, and wow, it's been incredible.